So does money equal happiness in retirement? Our industry seems to think so, because that seems to be the message. The more money you have, the more toys you have, therefore the happier you are. I don't think that's necessarily the case from the 30 years of experience I have in talking with my clients and lots of people. And I want to share with you what I believe are 7 items you need to deal with, consider, potentially own, that will help you to have that fulfilling and rewarding retirement. But before we get there, subscribe to my channel. As I say, I have over 30 years in this business. I have hundreds of conversations with my clients that I want to share with you so that you can avoid some of the costly mistakes that they may have made. So please subscribe to our channel. So I'll repeat this because I think it's really important to talk about. When I talk to my clients and ask them about what their goals are, it's not to have the most money. It's in pursuit of events and connections and memories that we can create. And of course, we have to have some money to pursue that. But that is not the end all to be all to have a rewarding and fulfilling retirement. So I want to share with you those 7 items you need to consider in order to help you to pursue that rewarding and fulfilling retirement. The first item I want to talk about is have a good connection. Now, what do I mean by that? So this world is so technically oriented. I know we want to be face to face, but sometimes, as we're in retirement and we're grandparents, we may not be in the same town or locale as our kids or grandkids, and we want to stay connected. Let me give you a story, and it's about my mom. She's 92 years old, and unfortunately, she's not up to snuff when it comes to technology. And she didn't have a computer that she could rely on, and she didn't have the ability or technology to just have regular FaceTime or Zoom calls. She didn't have the camera. So in order to be truly getting what we need, and I know as a grandparent myself, 3 times over now, there's nothing that fulfills me more than talking with, being with, if possible, my grandkids. But if I can't be with them physically, I want to be able to connect and make sure you have good Wi-Fi connection, a good camera, a decent computer, so that you can make that connection and create the memories with your kids and grandkids. So the next item I will call a place to call home. So I've talked to my clients about whether or not, and they've brought it up on a number of occasions, is it time to sell the house and take some of the money? Do we need some of the money? Should we rent? Should we buy somewhere else? Should we move to where the kids and grandkids are? Which is a whole separate conversation. But I think you really need to get settled with where you feel that you can put your head down at night and really feel comfortable and enjoy where you are. Whether that is renting or having one home or a second home or a condo near where the kids or grandkids are, whatever it is that's important to you, and whatever the finances where they make sense as well, that's a really important item on that list to check off, that you've got exactly what you need. Now, the first 2 really were sort of non-financial, if you will. The third is financial. I'll call it sleep at night money. So emergency reserves are really key. No matter how big or small the portfolio is, you really don't want to be dipping into the portfolio when the what if scenario pops up. And there's one thing I can guarantee you in this business. Something's going to pop up, something's going to change, and we may need some money to fix it or address it. And that money should be gotten from our emergency reserves, not looking to sell our portfolio in order to get a chunk of money. So you've got to come up with whatever that number is that is good for you. Is it 20,000? Is it 50,000? Is it 100,000 or more? Whatever that number is, put it under the mattress, in the bank. I don't care where it is, as long as it's safe and secure. And think of it as a completely separate line item from your investment portfolio, because its only objective is to provide you with that sleep at night that we all need. So do you know if you're prepared for retirement? In my new book, Don't Outlive Your Money in Retirement, we developed a quiz. If you go to our banner, hit the quiz button, it's a 2-minute quiz. Once you fill it out, I'll get back to you immediately which of the 3 retirement preparedness stages you are in. I'll also get you a free chapter of our book and also some worksheets to help you understand whether or not you're on track for the next chapter in life. So let's get back to it. In the 4th item, I'm going to title Protection. And what do I mean by that? There's a number of different levels here. So first is the issue of insurance, life insurance or long-term care insurance. Do you still need that life insurance now that you're into retirement? For many of my clients, when we go through the planning, because their estates are not over, let's call it $23 million, which is the federal estate death tax exemption, that most of them really don't need much in the way of life insurance now, but they may need some long-term care insurance. So you may want to take a look as to whether or not in your situation you need one or the other. When it comes to health insurance, do you have the right Medicare plan, the right protection for your own situation? Then when it comes to estate planning, do you have the right documentation? Do you have a basic will that's been updated, a durable power, a health care proxy? Do you need homestead protection? These are just basic elemental questions you need to have so that your documents are up to snuff. So that again, in the what if scenario, in the event that I do pass or something happens to me before then, I know that things have been taken care of. And when it comes to taking care of things, the biggest thing that we often think about is our spouse, if we have one, and making sure that he or she is taken care of in the event that I am not here. So protection, tending to all of these items, should provide for you some of that sleep at night that we're all looking for, that we know that we've done all that we can. These next 3 items are non-financial, but so crucial to helping us truly enjoy the retirement journey. And the next item is, the 5th item, join a gym. I know that I live here on close to the water, and whenever I'm walking, I can't tell you how many of the people who are in their 70s and 80s are walking, or when I go to the gym, how many of us are retired. It's so important, not just for our body, but for our minds as well. So make sure that you stay in shape, because we are living longer. Don't we want to do it healthier? The 6th item is stay involved. We really want to stay connected with the community. We want to continue to provide, to be a respected part of the community. One of the things we lose as we go into retirement is that community of where we just worked, that we had an identity there, that we were able to help grow whatever it is we were doing, to have colleagues we could talk to. Replace that business culture with a retirement culture where you can do the same thing. I have friends who have breakfasts with 10 or 15 of the guys or the gals who have a common interest at heart. Go and volunteer, or if you need to fill, that space with something else, go do some part-time work. Maybe you need some of the money, but I've got actually a client who lives on the Cape Cod, and what he does is 3 mornings a week, he works at the deli. He doesn't necessarily need the money, but he needs the connection. He likes to dish out the bologna, if you will, both literally and figuratively, and he gets great joy from it. Finally, the last one is, and I'll call it fill the time. Outside of outliving our money as a fear in retirement, the another big issue is, and the fear that we have is, what do we do with the rest of our life? And I strongly recommend, in advance of retirement, understand how you're going to fill that time. Are you going to volunteer? Are you going to have some hobbies? Are you going to travel? Spend time with the grandkids? Get some structure in place in terms of what it is you're going to do, so that you're just not lost every single day and trying to figure out from hour to hour what you're going to do, because that does not create the rewarding and the fulfillment that I know that we're all looking for. So as I've shared with you, it's not all just about the money. So take a look at our video to learn more.